Hello everyone, this is Peter and welcome back to another week of News Plus brought you from Plus Agency. Plus Agency boutique agency located in the heart of Chatswood. We are located on 418 Victoria Avenue in Chatswood. If you're interested in deals in Lower North Shore, Upper North Shore, Sydney CBD, Eastern Suburb, Parkfront, Waterfront, make sure you pay us a visit. We'll get you some best real estate offers available on the market. News Plus is a channel that's going to summarize what has happened in Sydney real estate in the past 7 days. If you're interested in this type of content, please make sure to subscribe to our channel and forward the information to your friend who may also interested in this. All right, with no further ado, let's get this week's News Plus started. First of all, Sydney auctions. On the 28th of May, Sydney auction result improved for sellers on the first weekend after the federal election. So real Sydney properties classified as A-grade real estate sold for huge prices at auction this week as a result of federal election helped shore up buyer confidence. There were multiple sales well over reserve in convenient city pockets, with agents revealing types of properties exceeding expectations or often fully renovated or modern homes. Buyers were much more reluctant to bid on properties requiring work or those in unpopular locations like Busy Road, and many of these properties got passed in. Some of these properties has also gone to auction with reserve based on comparable sales months ago when the hot market meant buyers were willing to splurge even on properties with defects. One of the highest prices paid under the hammer this week was one of Rentwick's biggest homes. And then, the terrace on the avenue has sold for over $7 million and described as a modern masterpiece. So let's just see what happens. Now the election is finally finished. If the interest doesn't go up too much, let's see where Sydney market is going to be end up at. All right, next one. Sydney auctions. Coogee Stunner sells for millions over reserve after intense bidding. So auctioneer in their dreams again, finally all these things are started happening. This one is a 16-year-old Gucci, and it was the home of the jewelry designer, Kylie, founder of the Not Haiti and her family, who had built the houses on Woodsy Road in the late 2000s. Selling agent, local agency, the agency will not disclose the reserve price, but confirmed was under 11 million. Then the $13.1 million price was a new record for home sales in Gucci. It was a higher price than expected, but Miss Richard said she had been prepared for strong bidder competition. We have 7 registered bidders. They were all thought the property was going to be magnificent. Auctioneer Jake said none of the bidders wanted to let the property go as they saw it was really one of a kind. And to just quickly show you a photo inside, there was so many people piling up for this beautiful home. And at the auction day, and bidding only slowed down by the mark of 13 million, which point to Mr. Moore, who had to call out every bid, could have seen catching his breath. And then finally, there was another bid on top of it and moved this beautiful home at $1 million or $1 million over the reserve. All right, but 1 point. This is Macmar Point, right? This apartment bought for $7.8 million last February, and they're putting on the market just right after a year for $8.5 million. It looks like, East Crescent Street in Macmar Point is not it's not a place that no one wants to come to. This beautiful home that was bought and last February at $7.8 million. It's just one of a kind. It's really one of a kind. A car lift, take your vehicle with turning table, beautiful views over the water. It's located right on a very, very boutique block with beautiful sandstone facade, and the buyer did no renovations whatsoever. It's just that the belief the market has gone up. I will see how it goes with this particular property. All right. polo enthusiastic Spencer Young sells Bonnet Beach penthouse with $25 million guide. This is a property that we actually took a few buyers through as well. And at the time, people think it was all shapes, they think it wasn't big enough and all that. But this particular property, the Bondi Beach penthouse, sold after years on and off the market, as believed to have fetched the highest apartment prices ever in Sydney's eastern suburb. The three-bedroom apartment at 3/8 North Avenue, owned by polo enthusiastic and former hedge fund operator Spencer Young, had a $25 million price guide. Sales agent Real Home Double Bay and Bondi Beach founder Martin, who has started listing with Louis in GGLPM Project Marketing, has confirmed this week's sale, but was tightly lipped about the result of the buyer due to a confidentiality clause. In the past, sources have advised Young had knocked back offers of $24 million for the penthouse. Likely sale price was definitely above that. I've been through the property. It was very beautiful, northeast facing. You had the whole harbor, you had the whole ocean, not harbor, you had the whole ocean, actual living room and the master bedroom. And it was just absolutely beautiful, stunning. The photos here is actually from a CGI where the actual property needed a little bit of work. And by the looks of it, the buyer probably need another $2 or $3 million to put it up to what they want it to be. There was also a talk. One of Australia's best actors inspected the penthouse at the time, thought it was, but the agent denied it was Chris Hemsworth. No wonder the penthouse has star appeal. It's just 24-meter frontage to uninterrupted northerly ocean views, and with full car garage as well. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, and even for the two-bedroom, that is 99 square meters garden apartment in the same building, has traded $10 million last October, and it is the first apartment that's cracked $100,000 per square meter as well. Looks like Bondi Beach are on the rise to go despite whatever the market is. All right, next one. Castle Creek House bought for $1.8 million in 1994, sells for about $12 million, setting new suburb record. This particular home located 177 to 199 Edinburgh Road, Castle Creek, has sold ahead of tomorrow's scheduled auction. The new suburb price has been achieved at $12 million. The price guide was only about 99.9, and it was due for a auction. There's tennis court, there's swimming pool, there's water views. It's got everything of everything. 14 contracts has been sent out, and property sold early, ahead of its auction. Michael, who owns Atlas Lower North Shore, said the new owners are locals who are looking forward to renovate the property and have been held in the same family hands for more than 30 years. Wow. Even at $30 million, still quite a bit of renovation need to be happening. Property records show the home is on 1,124 square meters of land. It's owned by the Fong family, who have bought it for roughly about $1.8 million in 1994. So this is a dramatic increase in prices. People are realizing suburbs such as Castle Creek, Northbridge are good family areas, and suburb records has fallen in both recently. The previous record in Castle Creek was only about $9.5 million at number 7, the Tolwalk, set in 2020. Okay, next one is Collaroy. So there is a Collaroy cottage with beach bathroom, sells for $1.2 million over the guide at $7.75 million. Meet the Collaroy cottage with the outside toilet that has just sold for $7.775 million, more than $1.2 million over its guide, and one of the highest sales in the prestige beach suburb. It is true that 19 Burswood Avenue, Collaroy, has been renovated, has a northern aspect and ocean views, but the 1930 brick home still had an interwall layout and laundry, and one of its bathrooms labeled as a beach bathroom that was external. The cottage was on 490 square meters of land. The local agent from Bell Property DY, Brendan, wasn't expecting to sell the brick townhome until after the federal election. I hadn't seen a set of closing date for expression of interest, but as soon as the 3-bedroom cottage came on the market, there was strong interest and people are rushing into offers without anything, and then the interiors, it is renovated, but the size of it, definitely this was not an easy sale. We were hitting a very early interest and started, filling offers straight away. And it's been only one sale in Coloroy Basin in the last couple of years, and every buyer who came through the house talked about how few opportunities come up in that area. The guide for the house was 6.5 only, and with 21 days, it was sold at a local family who knew the street, who wanted the property as their forever home. So, this is absolutely another good sale from the suburb, and this is definitely, a trend of where the market is going. Good properties still are selling very, very strong. All right. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's News Plus. This is Peter Lee. I'll see you next week.